We are joined now by a very special guest, Roberto Bettega, former Toronto Blizzard player, former Juventus player, and Team Azzurri player. Welcome back to Toronto. What brings you here today?
It's my love with the people of Toronto and with Toronto because we had a wonderful time. We still have a wonderful time with these people. And so I had to come for my job, for something, and they told me about this, and it was a pleasure for me to be here.
Let's talk about how you made you here playing for the Toronto Blizzard in the North American Soccer League. I listened to the story, and it's such a beautiful story, but let our viewers know how this all came about.
But it came because I was looking for a new experience. Okay, I spent 23 years with Juventus because my first day in Juventus I was 9 years old. And but I thought that the right moment to move, or to make it another choice, was to make it in the right moment when I was still a player. And so I came here, I made this choice, and at the end of the story, so now, not at the end, but after 30 years, I am so happy. And every time when we come here, or when I come with my wife and with my family, we are so happy, and we spend wonderful days.
Roberto, you had an opportunity to play with a lot of young Canadian players when you played with Toronto Blizzard, and today still the country of Canada is suffering not getting back to the World Cup. What do you see the needs to change here in Ontario and in Canada to help this nation get back to the World Cup?
But you know, to go back to the World Cup, you have to win, to win your group. And but I think it's not a question of winning. If you want to win, you have to teach, you have to learn, you have to build. And if you want to build, you have to start from the little boys. And because it's not a question, I think that especially when you coach someone that is 10, 12, 14 years old, it's not important to win that game, but to win the story. I mean, to make a player for the future. So it's not important to win that game, but to improve their style, their philosophy, their techniques. You know, it's a question. So I will start from the coaches, and because they are very important for a soccer growing.
What advice would you give the young coaches that are starting today, Roberto?
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe they are very good. They are very nice. I don't know. I know that especially here you are fighting with the weather. You have now the world is totally different. But of course, I understand that if you are investing your time with the boys, you should love what you are doing, and we should promote this love, because you know, even they have to work, they have to live, and I understand that if you are a young coach or a teacher of young boys, you are not receiving money or special money. You have to maintain your job. So but we should help, or somebody should help these people or this movement, and if they want to grow, if they want to be back, if we want to be back in the World Cup, but I mean if we want to be again a team, a nation.
Today's player, Roberto, has changed so much than the player back in your time. Eusebio, Giorgio Canaglia, Franz Beckenbauer, more humble, more professional. Today, the player, the young player, is more into so many other things.
No, you know, it's not a question. I'm not saying that we were more professionals than now. The laws now are different. You know, and 30, 40 years ago was totally different. Now the players are moving. They are free at the end of the contract. They have the agents. So it's totally different. I don't think that is so bad. I don't think so. Of course, when you made the question, you were talking about great players, of course. But now soccer is different, is faster, is more tactics, is different. But the starting point is the same. One ball, the little guy, a pitch, and love.
Beautiful advice. What do you want to say in closing to all the people that still remember your days with Toronto Blizzard here? What do you want to say to them?
But I want to say, I already said before, I want to thank these people because I am not coming because they say, can you come? I am saying, may I come? Because they give so much to us. And when I say us, I mean my family, my wife and my daughter and son, and that we feel comfortable here. You know, we feel home. So it's a question of a feeling. So the feeling with these people was nice 30 years ago, and it's still nice now.
30 years ago, you gave many young boys like myself many enjoyment to wear your jersey with Toronto Blizzard. Thank you for all the enjoyment you brought to Toronto, Canada, and we wish to see you again here in our great city.
Thank you very much.
Roberto Bettega, former Toronto Blizzard, Juventus, and Team Azzurri player from Italy. Thank you for joining us on a special Touchline.